Hey, this is our client, Laura, and she completed 6 months of Precision Lifestyle. She's here to share her experience with the program today. Laura, are you ready to get started?
Yes, ma'am.
Laura, tell us about yourself. How old are you? What do you do? Just tell us a little bit about your background.
So I'm 39. I'll be 40 on December 11th. So it's coming up. And I have two kids and been married for 16 years. I'm a paralegal in a litigation paralegal in a pretty large firm. So I have a stressful job and for the past few years, I had tried to work out and eat well. And I would see some weight loss, but not really, not anything that where I could see a change in my body. And so, I thought I was eating well, but I didn't know that I was eating really healthy things, but just not realizing I was eating too much of that. Um, so, so that's kind of why I'm here, why I started. So I just wanted somebody to like sit me down and like help me focus on this is what I need to do, because I was just kind of winging it and I didn't want to do that anymore.
Amazing. Where were you in achieving your fitness goals before you started this program?
Um, well, can you be more specific as
Yeah, where were you in wanting to reach your goals? Like, where were you? Were you at a plateau? Were you just trying different things and not seeing results? Were you frustrated, just doing it on your own? You mentioned a little bit before.
right? I had actually started doing a kind of a workout program, and I would see a lot of bobbing up and down, just very little bit. One day I would, lose half a pound, the next day I would gain a pound, and so I didn't know that I wasn't doing enough activity. I wasn't, again, eating the right way. So I mean, I was working out, and then of course, I have friends who always say, you don't need to lose weight, you don't need to do anything. But it's more of a personal goal, and not well, I don't really, I just had to kind of push off what they're telling me. That's not what I want for me. Your goal for me is not my goal for me. I think before I started this program, I hadn't worked out in a couple of weeks because I had just gotten back from a trip. And a friend was always, you don't need to do that, because I was trying to work out while I was there. And um, so I just, trying to having somebody to ask questions. I had a lot of questions in the beginning, and actually having a person that knew the answers and could actually steer me into, the right path. So, and then also just being challenged by the workouts were challenging, and to feel like, after a workout being like, I actually did that, you know, because, I remember one day it was like 100 burpees I had to do, and I couldn't believe at the end of the workout, I was like, I actually counted, that's 100 burpees. I never would have thought in my life that I would have been able to do that kind of activity. Um, but so yeah, I mean, just being challenged by the workouts, and having just a set schedule was really nice to follow. So you don't helps you, especially when you're starting, because you don't want to, you have a plan, and it's checking everything off of the list and making sure it gets done, to where it's almost like second nature now.
I love that. And what specific results did you get from the program?
Well, I lost weight. I've lost inches. I
How
think
much weight in inches specifically?
I'd have to look at my measurements to tell you the inches, but weight wise, I think I've lost about probably 11, 12 pounds
Awesome.
of just, excess baggage I didn't need anymore. So
Amazing. And who would you recommend this program for?
anybody that just doesn't have, that just doesn't know where to start. There's a lot of people that just, even friends of mine that are like, what are you doing? And I try to tell them what I'm doing. And, just if you don't know where to start, this is like a great place to start. They help you out. They're there for you. They're your friends. They're almost like your life coach in a sense, not just your workout coach, or, they're actually there in your lives, helping you every day, trying to help you navigate, and like, there's just so many people out there that I think that they're just stuck and they just don't know where to start. And so this program is just a really good place to have a good start, and to figure it out. Because some people they're flying blind. The internet has a lot of information that's all conflicting, and I just think it's overwhelming for some people, and it just kind of dials it down, and you can just kind of, it's a good place to start to focus just on you, and you have your goal, and y'all just really help people try to meet their goals. And so I appreciate that.
Amazing. And is there anything else that you want to mention?
No, I mean, I really enjoy the nutrition calls. Those are very helpful. Um, I think that's a lot of things too, is people just they're not comfortable in the kitchen, and they don't know how to prepare good food. And y'all have really helped, help, like, especially Dusty, trying to get people eating well and making food that tastes good and that's healthy, at the same time. And that's very important to people, is they don't want to be eating bland food. They want to, I like to eat. I love food and I want it to taste good, but I don't want to sacrifice, a bunch of calories to do it. So it's really good to have the calls and have all that information and knowledge, and be able to, I can, share that knowledge with other people.
Awesome. And thank you so much for your time today, Laura. You've crushed it in the past 6 months, and we are both super excited to see you continuing to keep growing and getting better from here.
Thank you.